People say no one can prove God exists. That belief is so widespread, it's practically doctrine. It gets repeated like it's law, but it never gets examined like one. But it's not based on reason. It's based on assumption, misdirection, and the fear of being wrong. The truth? You've already been using the proof your whole life. You just didn't realize what it pointed to. If I'm right and you ignore me, you lose more than an argument. You lose the clarity that answers everything. When most people say God, they imagine something. A face, a light, a presence, a feeling. Theists expect awe. Atheists expect the tangible. Both expect something perceivable. But here's the catch. Both sides already agree that God, if God exists, can't be seen or imagined. Yet the moment debate begins, they fall back on demanding or defending exactly that. A visual, a sensation, a story. You will never find the origin of all things by looking for something that fits inside what was supposedly originated. You wouldn't ask to see evidence of zero by using other numbers in order to prove it exists. That would be like demanding to see the absence that defines presence. You'd use it to prove the value of everything else. God is to reality what zero is to math. Zero can't be sensed. It has no size, no color, no mass. It isn't a number in the way others are. It's the reference point for all of them. Without zero, nothing else in math can be defined. You don't need to see it, but you do need it to make everything else make sense. The same is true of God. Every part of reality is measurable. If it can be measured, it needs a reference, or some sort of starting point. It must be something that doesn't have measurement itself. It would be something that isn't created, composed, or changing. It would have to be something that defines without being defined. That's not a leap, that's logic. This isn't an emotional appeal. It's not rooted in scripture, personal experience, or tradition. It's not asking for belief. It's pointing to a structure. The argument doesn't collapse under scrutiny. It invites it. You can't redefine zero out of math without destroying the entire system. You can't redefine God out of reality without being left with contradiction after contradiction. The analogy isn't poetic, it's mechanical. It removes all the imagination and personification that confuse the issue. It gets rid of the voice in the sky, the figure on a throne, and the emotional games used to scare or comfort people. All that's left is the source of everything measurable, something unmeasurable, uncaused, and absolutely required. Try replacing zero with anything else and keep math intact. You can't. See if you can replace God with anything else and keep logic intact. You won't. If you think this analogy could be used to prove a leprechaun, a spaghetti monster, or a myth, try it. They all fail the test because they can be imagined, described, and limited. Zero can't. God can't. And that's why they fit. The argument doesn't ask you to imagine God. It asks you to stop imagining God and use reason instead. You've accepted zero without ever seeing it. Accept the logic behind it and stop pretending it's not an essential reality. God is to reality what zero is to math. No faith, no contradictions, just common sense and math.